Hello, everyone. Welcome to Campus Conversations, a podcast series that focuses on everything Miami-Dade College Padron campus. I'm Oscar Loinaz, your proud host for this podcast series, and today we're joined by Dr. Jessica Espinosa, one of our distinguished faculty members here at the campus, but also the chairperson of Women's History Month. And so today we're here to talk about some of the activities that happened during the month and why it's so important to acknowledge women's history and all of the related activities. So welcome, Jessica, Dr.
Thank
Espinosa. Thank you so
you
much
for
for
having
joining us.
me.
So can you start a little bit by telling us what you do here at the campus and how you got involved with women's history?
Sure. So I am a professor in the School of Education in Early Childhood Education. I've been here for 12 years, and I got involved in the Women's History Committee because my friend, another professor, was on the committee, and she encouraged me to join since I'm very passionate about really promoting women in all different fields. And that's how I got involved, and that was quite a while ago.
How long have you been chair?
This is my first year as chair. So no, actually, I was chair last year too. Oops.
And how has that been being chair of such an important committee?
It's been fun. So I've had the chance to be a co-chair with Dr. D. Candales, and we've co-chaired this committee together. And it's been fun. I've worked with a great group of people to organize events and to have conversations that are really exciting about women's history.
So tell us a little bit about what kind of activities you did this month and what was the inspiration behind the themes?
Okay, so the theme was moving forward together. And we really focused on advocacy, women advocating for different changes and to move their different professions forward. And we started out with a kickoff event, and it was a movie screening of Love Gilda. So we focused on the amazing life of Gilda Radner and her just all the resilience she had overcoming all the challenges and obstacles she had in her life. And we had a conversation after the movie was over. We shared popcorn and we had conversation and we discussed how her life relates to the theme of moving forward. And it was really beautiful and really impactful. We also had a webinar type event, and it was Women in AI. It was organized by Dr. Billionaire, and she had this amazing woman in AI, Myra Roldan, and she discussed how women are the biggest consumers of AI, but yet make up only 9% of the workforce in AI. So that was an interesting statistic. And she answered a lot of questions that about how women could get more involved in AI. Then we had another workshop by Fadi Garcia. This was organized by Dr. Jasmine Diaz. It was a parent-to-parent workshop, and she discussed disability advocacy and the role that women play in disability advocacy and how we can become more involved in advocating for all people with disabilities or any kind of special needs. That was very impactful. She came out last year as well, she's one of the fan favorites. The students really love her and her work, and she really speaks from the heart. We had another event on in mid-March, and that was the open mic. So that was a student-led, student-driven event. Professor Alicia Garcia organized that event, and students were able to share either works by women, poetry, or their own. And so that was inspiring to see them have that um, that agency to be able to share their own work. And that evening we had an event that I'm always part of, really excited about, called Women in Education, and it showcases women in education. There's a lot of work out there by the fathers of education, but not a lot about the mothers. And so it was really it always excites me to see our students, which is in early childhood education and education in general. It's a very female dominated profession, especially for elementary school and middle school. And so to have our students showcase these amazing women, and we modeled it for them because we have a very strong woman advocate as our leader in the School of Education, Dr. Concepcion.
Yes, she.
And we modeled what this presentation could look like, and it allowed our students to create their own professional development for each other and share about these amazing women in education. And one of the amazing ones was Mary McLeod Bethune and Maria Montessori, and then some more contemporary figures like Dr. Joe Biden, which advocates for community colleges. So that was a great event. We also had a Zen Garden workday, and we focused on ecofeminism and the role that ecology plays in feminism. And so that was also organized by Professor Alicia Garcia and Yadira Capiz, and it was an awesome event. An ongoing thing that we had was a social media campaign led by our social media team and Professor Garcia, and we showcased different women on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as part of that campaign. And then the last ongoing event that we had was Learning Resources had a gallery of different books, and so they shared different books about fitting with the theme of moving forward together. And that was organized by Zelda and Meg, and it was phenomenal.
You know what I'm most impressed about in hearing a plethora of events that you've had is the number of different faculty and staff and students as well, I'm sure, that have taken part in organizing and implementing all of these different activities. So it's not just, thank God, not just you as the chair driving it, but everyone taking part in making this a community-wide campus event.
It definitely was incredible to see how everybody just worked together to create such a beautiful month of different activities, events, and as the chair, I feel very lucky to be part of such a great committee that really has a strong vision of what they wanted and executed it perfectly.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're running out of time, but it's been a pleasure having you here today. And I think that one of the important things is if any of you out there that are interested in participating next year, or have any ideas of programming that you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to let us know, and we'd be more than happy to see how we can make that come to life. Usually the month has a theme, it's a national theme, but if we can incorporate it in any way, we'd be more than happy to. I'm speaking for you, but I think that you'd be more than happy to have ideas come your way. So thank you very much for joining us. And once again, this is Oscar Loinaz. Love having you watch, listen, however you tune in, and hope to see you next time.